2013, you announced that you're a practicing Black Hebrew Israelite. Where does that come from?
Black Hebrew Israelite. Well, on my mystical spiritual journey, you run into people who think they know a lot of things, godly things on this, on that. Oh, Black Israelites, we the tribe of this. And I tested the waters. But it was all in good faith of, just on a journey to find righteousness of self. But what I came to realize is these things is not literal, and these things are not literal. I came to understand them to be something else than what people say they are. And it's all about knowing self. And I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna leave it like this because you got some people religious, some people not, and I don't like to disrespect nobody, but I'm gonna say this. Let's say you was drowning in a river. You had Jesus, Muhammad, Krishna, Buddha, and whoever else, these religious entities there looking at you drown. You wouldn't give a shit who threw you a rope. You wouldn't care which one of them did it, right?
Correct.
Well, there you have it. They all talk about the same thing. Knowing self. Why would I treat an individual different who caters to this religion or this religion or this religion? They all speak about the same thing. Knowing self.
Okay, so
and that's what it's about.
Are you still a practicing? Okay, so you still a practicing Black Israelite?
No. I came to, like I said, I came to understand what that's about. It represents something else. It represents it's astrotheology. So what Black Israelites think Black Israelites is but an aspect of what's the constellations are given off through the zodiac signs. I ain't gonna get too deep into that science, but I don't practice Hebrew Israelite things. I practice life itself. I practice knowing myself through knowing how this universe works. I'll say that.
Okay. 2014, you go on couples therapy, reality TV.
Yeah.
How real was that?
It was real. I mean, you might have times where, let's say somebody getting into it, somebody might say, okay, amplify this part. But it was pretty much real. I watched it. I think it's a show. So when things break, somebody might say, oh, jump when you're talking to them. If you're talking to them like this, we'll talk to them like this. So it's kind of like that.
Gotcha.
But it was real. I watched a lot of real stuff happen.
Okay, got you. 2019 rolls around, and Tiffany Haddish, she details hooking up with you. Now, Tiffany Haddish ain't a bad person to hook up with, but you said that wasn't true. So I gotta ask you, what really happened?
I'm finna tell you exactly. I'm gonna tell you what happened, but I gotta tell you, I did not remember that at all. My brother had to tell me that happened. He said we all was drunk, high. Tiffany's was a friend of ours. She used to be around us. She used to hang with my DJ and my brother and them. I didn't know her like that, but I knew she used to be around. I used to speak to her and she was cool. And she's still cool. But around this time, he said we was drunk, we was high. He was like, she liked you. You knew that. Oh, she knew that. But he was like, it wasn't like you was all on her. He said we was in my room. She was all on you. We drunk. And things happened. I said, okay, my brother, I know he not lying. I didn't remember it. If I remembered it, I'd have just said, oh, okay, yeah, that happened. But I didn't know she was telling that story. See, I didn't know she was saying that in the public. I had no clue. So that was my first time hearing it. And immediately all I thought of was, I ain't have sex with her because I did not remember that. We talking about a time where I used to get really drunk. Like I used to get fucked up. And so I didn't remember that. And when my brother told me, yeah, no, it happened. He said, because I used to mess with a friend. I said, oh, okay. I know my brother ain't lying. So I respected it. I said, oh, okay. Maybe it did happen then.
Crazy. Oh, and thanks for clearing that up. Cause I'm like, yo, you got the worst luck on the planet. You got all kind of people lying about being with you. And I'm like, yo, if Tiffany Haddish come out and say it like that ain't a bad person to be like, yo, you know what? We hooked up.
It was more or less in my mind because I didn't remember. I thought she was lying on me. This is how I'm looking at it because I don't remember. Like, I ain't just saying this. I really did not remember that. I still don't remember it. If my brother didn't tell me that happened, I don't remember. Nothing against Tiffany, but I'm just being authentic. And we talked after that. Me and her talked after that. So it's cool. Like me and her, we talked after that situation. So ain't nobody tripping off that shit.
Okay. Shout to Tiffany Haddish.